Good day, farmers. PurpleMentat here with day 14 of Stardew Valley. Let's see what the new recipe is on the day of sauce. Coleslaw. Wait, I already know how to cook coleslaw. Sunday is supposed to bring new episodes. That's kind of odd. Weather says tomorrow will be cloudy. Darn it. Really hoping for some rain. We're going to need it sometime soon. But today is a neutral day from the fortune teller, so no worries about mining. Luckily, we have our spring... No, I don't want to eat the leek. Our spring seeds complete. These do raise foraging experience. I've double checked that. Why am I not harvesting that horseradish? There you go. Thank you. So with this harvest, we should get to foraging level 4, and we should have plenty of ability to make more spring seeds. They grow every 7 days, so as long as we get them planted by the 7th, we get to harvest on the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. Let's see, we have 6 leeks, 6 horseradish, 6 dandelions, and 9 daffodils. I think that we're going to go ahead and ship our starred things right now. Dandelion, horseradish, dandelion, leek, and make 6 more wild seeds spring. And we'll keep our extra 3 daffodils in the box. Alright, so we have a lot to plant, 75 plants, a lot to water. That's all going to take quite a bit of time. I think what I'm going to do to speed this part along, as I don't have that much fill. Actually, you know what? No, I've got a couple of things that I want to talk to you about. We've got some plans for moving forward. The field snacks. They're doing a good job for us, but they're getting rather time intensive. And given the fact that we're starting to move into making more and more money on a regular basis, and we're starting to generate a lot more work every day. It's going to take a lot more time for us to water everything until we get the next watering can, and even then it's still going to take quite a while. We want to move on from field snacks as quickly as possible. The next goal, as far as energy restoration is concerned, is going to be sashimi. To get the sashimi recipe, we need to increase our standing with Linus. We need to be his bestest best friend. Well, we need to get him to 3 hearts to get the sashimi recipe. So that's not exactly bestest best friend, but it's a start. We'll also get a recipe for better fish bait along the way, which will be very, very helpful. Supplying the fish for this sashimi. Apologies for clearing my throat. I seem to have a bit of a frog in my throat right now. Clearly, the answer is more coffee. Alright. So, how are we going to go about making sashimi our friend. How are we going to go about getting the sashimi recipe from our friend Linus? We're going to ply him with spring onions for now, because we cannot get easy access to the things that he loves, but he does like these spring onions. Now, since it's Sunday, it is the start of a new week, and we can give him 2 gifts this week. If we talk to him every day and get him 2 spring onions, we should gain at least a heart, potentially 2. Now, remember also that Sunday the 14th is, I believe, Haley's birthday. So if you want to, you can guess yourself. I'm going to give those who don't want spoilers a chance to mute things for about 60 seconds as I talk about the things that will get you in good with Haley. Alright. Pulling up the wiki and pulling it off the screen so that we don't give spoilers to people who don't want them. Haley. Clicking for home, clicking to villagers, and clicking to Haley. Or, if you want, list of best gifts by villager, and then you can just scroll down to Haley. She loves pink cake, coconut fruit salad, and sunflowers. We don't have easy access to any of that right now. However, there are a set of universal likes, and also, she likes daffodils. That's a very easy one for us because we have tons of extras. She also likes a handful of relatively cheap gems, such as amethyst and topaz. So we're going to take a quick glance at those. Alright, so hopefully the people who have muted have come back by now, and they know that we covered Haley's loves. We're going to go with a universal like instead, something that just about everybody likes, which is a gemstone. We're going to use a topaz because it's quite cheap, and we'll bring that to Haley for her birthday. That should get us a fair bit of starting reputation with Haley. Alright, so I've got, let's see, how many more? I have another 38 to plant, and we can put a couple over here in the random area, which means 35 left. So that's going to take a 7x5 area to... Huh, those are still breaking. I was told by restarting it would stop those from breaking instead of popping up as an item and going in my inventory. Alright, well, we'll try restarting again. It might be because I have leveled up foraging. If I remember correctly, it is one of the levels of foraging that allows you to gather the seeds in the first place. So maybe because foraging has leveled, I need to restart before it will recognize again. I'm not quite certain. Either way, what I definitely know I need is 1 coal and 20 fiber and 50 lumber so that I can make a new scarecrow, because we're going to go ahead and expand our farming area slightly. Part of that is going to mean cutting down these trees here, because I want to make some more area to farm in. Man, we're going to burn through a lot of our field snacks today at this rate. Really wish I had... just there's so many things that I want, and a limited amount of time and resources to get them. But we need to make a 7x5 area for our next set of planting. And the way I'm going to set that up is going to be to leave one space here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to put another scarecrow right there. But first, I'm going to make a little bit of a gravel path to set down underneath the scarecrow, because this way we know that we won't accidentally hoe it up at any point. And now we're going to start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that gives us our 7x5 area and creates an area that is going to be within the range of our second scarecrow and allows us to have a little bit of a path between our large farm fields so that we can move through that area without getting bogged down in seedlings, which slow down your movement. Also, later on, we'll be able to put down some pathing once we actually have paths that don't look awful, and that will help with the aesthetics of the farm. But oh no, I didn't want to do that. That's okay. We can make this work. It's just not going to be as pretty as I wanted it to be. That's fine. Whatever. It all ends up working. It's just I wanted to have the bottom 3 rows be the strawberries because, I don't know, it would have been neater that way. As in more tidy, not like more neat and cool and awesome. Oh well. Okay, let's see. We're going to need to find Haley before the end of the day. It's already 2 p.m., so I think it might be a good idea to head out and find her before it gets too late, because once you hit about 5, people tend to go into their houses for the day, and then you have a hard time finding them. Let's see. We can probably, if I remember right, find her out near the community center this time of week. It's a Sunday in spring, and I think that she likes to hang out outside during this time. I don't think that this is one of the days where she is spending a bunch of time taking photos or a bunch of time in her room. Those are mostly rainy days when she's in her room a lot. So we'll go check for her near the community center and give her, you know, she likes the daffodil as well. That's a much lower cost than the topaz. We'll give her the flower. Let's see. Yep, there she is. So, you always want to bring someone a gift on their birthday if you can. Is it my birthday today? I guess it is. Thanks, this is nice. So even a liked gift will get you a full heart plus some on a birthday. If you give someone a loved gift on their birthday, you can get up to 3 hearts in one go. It's pretty great. Always, always, always worth doing. Alright, we're going to swing all the way around, bring Linus an onion, have a bit of a chat with him, and check for forageables on our way. This should also get Linus very close to 1 heart, which means that we'll be at a point where we can trigger a scene with Linus to learn a little bit more about him and get a little bit more, a little bit more reputation out of him, I guess. Such a sad story is Linus. So as you can see, that brought him up to almost a full heart when he was down here in the group of everyone else. The list is always organized in your highest relationships first and your lowest relationships last. Alright, ooh, look, horseradish. Yay! And over here we have a leek. Cool. Some more goodies. We could probably make another... no, we're missing the daffodil, aren't we? Yeah, we wouldn't be able to make another thing of seeds quite yet, but we're close. We're very close. So we'll save what we got. Maybe we'll end up planting... Oh, no, we have the dandelion. And the daffodil's in here. Yeah, we can make another thing of seeds. Yeah, we're going to sell this daffodil, the starred one. Excellent. 10 more spring seeds. It's only 2 more rows, right? Oh, we're going to have so little energy. We really need to keep working on that Linus rep. I think the next birthdays we need to worry about are Pam and Shane. We'll double check on our next path through town as we're going to go down through the forest into town to the sea because we still need to do our ocean foraging. And then we'll come back. While we're at it, we can check the calendar. See if I'm correct that Pam and Shane are next. Pam and Shane are really easy. They like beer. Well, Pam's even easier than that. She likes parsnips. I think I'm not going to try to bother preventing, like, spoilers. If you didn't want spoilers, you wouldn't be watching this series. You'd be playing it blind yourself. And it's just going to be impossible for me. There's so, especially as I get more and more into fulfilling the relationships, there's just going to be so many times I'm going to have to cut and let people go away and come back. It's not worth it. We're not going to spend any time trying to get the field snacks as they don't seem to be working. Instead, we will wait for the game to save. You want to make sure you click start next day so that the game saves and you don't suffer the loss of a day the way I did today. Alright, so... But we're going to let the game save and we will restart the program and hope that that fixes the issue with collecting seeds. Because this is something that someone in the YouTube comments mentioned, and one of the folks in Twitch chat, as I'm live recording the way I usually do, mentioned that restarting the program fixed it for them. Thing is I restarted the program and because I needed to redo this day anyway, and it doesn't seem to be fixing it for me. I was having this problem the last time. I don't know. Let's try an axe. Nope. Yeah, it's just not working. Alright, we'll try again tomorrow. Best idea I have for the situation. We definitely need to get this stuff cleared out more down here. So, we'll do a little bit of that on our way through. We've got a bit of energy we can spend on it because we're not going to be chopping down a tree out there. Just checking for spring onions and then heading for sea forage. And then for the calendar. Ooh, dandelion. I definitely am enjoying the increased foraging rates compared to what was available the first time I played through this game. And I'm actually really looking forward to getting into animals because I've been told by patch notes that there are far more profits available through animals than there were before. Wow, not a single spring onion. What a shame. Oh well. We'll go check the beach. Maybe we can get that crab that we need. Not crab, clam. We need a clam. And also an oyster, I think. Correct? Can't remember. Hey, Leia. Hear any banging? It's probably just me working on one of my sculptures. I don't believe you. Though I'm also not allowed inside your hut, so maybe it's true. Oh hey, here we go. This is that scene with Linus I was talking about. This is where I learned to rummage through bins as a form of foraging. George is unhappy. That's pretty much a universal constant, though. George is always unhappy. Sure, I'll go scare off the raccoons. We'll make sure they never come back. No, I really can't tell him it's a shame when I'm digging through bins, but I'm gonna go with it's a shame for food to go to waste. Besides, I want him to like me, so. I honestly kind of agree with him, though I think it's a little sad that he's digging through garbage cans for food. In one of those, I wish it weren't sad ways. I wish it weren't so kind of ways. Uh-oh, stern Gus is stern. Oh, Linus is all shaking and ashamed. Aw, see, Gus is good people. This is why I like Gus. Ooh, zucchini fritters. Dip them in my spicy marinara. Sounds like a great idea. Wouldn't be that hard to bread up some sliced zucchini. I know a good recipe for spicy marinara. But, nah. I think if I start cooking things that I learned from a video game, then ApolloCat just might suggest that I need to actually move to Stardew Valley. Ooh, oyster. Ooh, another oyster. Any clam? Nope, but we got some worms. And clay. Lame. Oh well. Two normal clams. Alright. We're gonna keep both. For reasons that will become apparent later. Actually, are we gonna keep both? Let's check our collections. I think that I need to sell one for it to show up in the collections because they don't count as fish. They count as a item shipped from farm and forage. So yeah, we're gonna need to ship one. That's fine. The reason you might want to keep them is because they do count as fish as far as ingredients are concerned. You saw nothing. Alright. Calendar says that I was right. Pam on the 18th and Shane on the 20th. Wow. The heck just happened outside? Got the window open so that there'd be a nice little bit of a cross breeze going. Keep the room cool, but I have no idea what that horrid, awful, giant, loud noise was. Alrighty. So that's a successful day. We managed to give a couple of gifts, see a new scene. Every villager has events like that one with Linus that you will unlock as you become more friendly with them. The single villagers all have romantic events that will happen as you increase your reputation with them. And the further you go, the more you learn about the village and the people in it. So it's definitely worth doing if you care at all about these people, which I do. All right, so we are a clam and a crab away from finishing that bundle. We are a parsnip and a green bean away from finishing that bundle. I'm going to do a quick check through the bundles and see if there's anything else that I can easily complete or contribute to right now. Oh yeah, we're working on the 5 gold star parsnips for the quality crops bundle. And the artisan bundle, we need to get some animals going, but that's something that I'm not worried about until fall, honestly. We can't finish that one before fall, and we can't finish the pantry before fall either. Let's see. Crafts room is going to require winter foraging. The biggest issue is going to be the exotic foraging, but we can easily get the coconut and the cactus fruit from the desert. We already have a red mushroom. As you can see, we can get maple syrup, oak resin, and pine tar just from our tree taps, and that's 3 out of the 5. So we've got a cave carrot and a red mushroom. This one's basically done as soon as we finish tapping trees. That's great. Happy about that. Fall construction bundle. We could probably finish this one now, couldn't we? 200 wood, 100 stone, and 10 hardwood. No, we're nowhere close to that on hardwood. We can finish that one very soon, though, as soon as we have a copper axe. Alright. And the fish tank, that is the crab pot bundle we're looking to finish. That'll give us free crab pots. And the rest, we're basically nowhere close because we need to... It's like fall is the earliest you can start really finishing most of those bundles. They're also not that helpful. Oh, right, and those are the only ones I've opened because those are the... I haven't turned in enough bundles yet. Okay. Well, sell an oyster, sell a couple of cauliflower, and keep all of the rest. And that concludes day 14. We still got a little bit of time, though. I already checked spring onions. I've been just about everywhere. Let's go shake some trees and see if we can get some seeds out of them. Eat up the last hour or so of the day. Because we're not getting any from digging up seeds. I'm not going to touch those. We're going to save them for tomorrow and see what we can do. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, what we really need are acorns to make more field snacks. We've got lots of pine cones and maple seeds. So I'm going to focus on finding and shaking the oak trees more than anything. Come on, oak trees. Give me your delicious acorns. I had an interesting comment coming on YouTube that acorns apparently are not completely inedible if you remove the shell, soak them in water, like, say, a stream, for a day or two, to let the tannins leach out, and, if possible, cook them, like roast them, then they are a really good source of carbohydrates and fats. So, potential really great survival forage in the form of acorns. Pine cones and maple seeds, though, I don't think there's anything you can do to make those edible. But I'm not certain. Alright, 1:10 a.m. We are running for bed now. We did get a couple of acorns, so we can make a couple more field snacks, which is great because we're running low. Yay! Alright, thank you very much for joining me, folks. Hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If so, leave me... Oh, I should fill up my watering can so I can get out there and start running immediately. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a thumbs up, tell me what you liked. If not, leave a thumbs down, tell me what you disliked. Either way, if you want to see more of this series, please click subscribe. There we are, level 4 foraging, charcoal kiln, and wild seeds summer. Fantastic. We really want to get to level 6 foraging if we can before we get all the way through summer, because there is a crafting recipe at level 6 that's going to be very useful. Also, if we get to level 5 in foraging, we'll finally get to pick our first skill. Very excited about that. Okay, so quite a bit of cash from farming and foraging today. As you can see, those wild seeds pay off quite well. All right, folks, see you next time.